Well, guys, it's a sad day, and I gotta say it's a sad day for all the gamers, and especially those who are casual Nintendo fans. And Nintendo, announced a month ago that they're going to be shutting down the Nintendo eShop on the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. So, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I do not like this decision at all. Let's talk about this. What's up, everybody? This is Domingo Hero Network, and today's video, it's a sad video, guys, because I'm here to make a video talking about the Nintendo discontinuing the Nintendo eShop on the Nintendo Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. And honestly, I do not like this decision. I think this is a stupid decision by Nintendo. I know a lot of people already talk about this, and they're not happy. Well, they're all pissed off. They're very furious about this. And to be honest, I don't blame them, And we're going to talk about this right now. So I'm going to read on the Nintendo website. I'm going to read this part right here about, the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS eShop discontinuation. So I'm going to read this part. If you guys, and the link to the Nintendo website will be in the description below, so you can check it out yourself. I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to read the part about, them being discontinued. There's also like other stuff like a Q&A that Nintendo did. If you want to check that out, the website's in the description if you read that for yourself. I'm not going to read the Q&A part just because I'm not going to read everything. So let me read some parts right here. So here we go. And here it is. It says here that as of late March 2023, it will no longer to be possible to make purchase in Nintendo eShop for the Wii U system and the Nintendo 3DS family of system. It will also no longer be possible to download free content, including game demos. Furthermore, as this date draws closer to relate service will cease to function. As of May 23, 2022, it will no longer be possible to use a credit card to add funds to an account in the Nintendo eShop on Wii U or the Nintendo 3DS family of system. As of August 29, 2022, it will no longer be possible to use a Nintendo eShop card to add funds to an account in the Nintendo eShop on the Wii U or the Nintendo 3DS family of system. However, it will still be possible to redeem codes until late March 2023. Of course, March 2020 is next year. And of course, users who link their Nintendo Network ID wallet, users with Wii U and Nintendo 3DS family of system with their Nintendo account wallet used with the Nintendo Switch family of system can use the shared balance to purchase content on any of these systems until late March 2023. After that, the balance can only be used to purchase content can only be used for the purchase content for the Nintendo Switch family system. No changes are planned for the Nintendo eShop on the Nintendo Switch family system. The changes on the Nintendo eShop on Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS family system will subsequently take effect in software on these platforms where it is possible to make purchases such as Street Pass, Mi Plaza, Theme Shop, and the Nintendo Badge Arcade. Even after late March 2023 and for the foreseeable future, it will be still possible to re-download games and DLCs, receive softwares, updates, and enjoy online play on Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS family system. We thank you for supporting the Nintendo eShop on Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. While we hope that you will continue to enjoy using these systems, we have taken this opportunity to prepare a website where you can look back on your time with them via various play status. Please visit, this website, of course, is my Nintendo 3DS Wii U memory.nintendo.com. So you guys can check that out for yourself. And also there's a Q&A, which I'm not going to read. You can check that out for yourself because like I said, I'm not going to read everything. So yeah, here's my thoughts and my opinion about this. This is a stupid decision by Nintendo, honestly. Now, here's the thing. Yes, I've been a fan of Nintendo for years, since, back in the 1990s when, I remember my first Nintendo system was the N64 and all that stuff. I did play that, and then Super Nintendo and NES and Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and Nintendo DS, Nintendo 3DS, and the Wii U, Nintendo GameCube, and Nintendo Switch, and etc. All I play almost every Nintendo system. The only system I never played was the Virtual Boy, but let's be honest, guys, the Virtual Boy was a fail. But anyway, this is about the eShop, about the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. It sucks. It sucks that Nintendo is doing this. And for them to just shut it down is absolutely ridiculous. Now, here's the thing. I know the Nintendo Wii U was a fail. I get that. Yes, it was a fail. There were some bad things about it that, all the mistakes that Nintendo did. But I have to say, honestly, there were some good things about the Wii U. And one of the good things about this console was the Nintendo eShop. And this is one of the things that a lot of people were talking about, especially YouTubers who actually made videos talking about this. They mentioned that the virtual console on the Nintendo eShop for the 3DS and Wii U is very good, and it's better than the Nintendo Switch Online service because the thing is, the Nintendo Switch Online, when you play online and stuff like that, there were some problems like the lagging input, especially with the Nintendo 64 emulation. Especially with the Ocarina of Time with the fog and the water, and there was some other issues like the Mario Kart 64 with the online play, it was showing some lag and it was freezing. The Paper Mario game on the N64, there were like some stuff problems to the point that it will erase your save profile and stuff like that. But there were some other problems. And of course, Nintendo is working on that. Nintendo has been improving the online. The Nintendo Switch Online was up, but before any of that, when it first came out, there were some lagging issues and stuff. Before Nintendo actually, trying to improve this and stuff. That was the problem. That's why people went to play Virtual Console, because when you play Virtual Consoles on the 3DS and Wii U, it's actually a lot of fun. It was easier. There was no problems. There was no issues, and everything was all good, and people love it. That's why we pay money to get these games. And I gotta say, I did bought some games on the eShop for the Wii U. I've never bought any eShop games on the 3DS because although there were some games on the 3DS a couple games that I like, but there was some stuff on the Wii U games that I like more than the 3DS. But I will say, I have to say this sucks, and because of this, I know a lot of people is gonna be saving up their money and buying Virtual Console games on the Wii U and 3DS. So that way, they can get this up before it gets shut down by March of 2023 next year. Now, here's the thing, guys. Now, remember, May 23rd, that's when we cannot use credit card to add funds on the Nintendo eShop on the Wii U and 3DS. And August 29th, we can no longer use Nintendo eShop cards to an account on the eShop for the Wii U and 3DS. But the thing is, though, if you have the same Nintendo Network account on the Nintendo Switch. Now, here's the thing. Now, if you use the same Nintendo Network ID wallet on your Nintendo Switch, and you use the same account for your Nintendo 3DS and Wii U, right? And let's say that those dates already passed by, and you cannot use the eShop cards or the credit card. You can actually use you should go on your Nintendo Switch on Nintendo Switch eShop, right? You can add funds with the Nintendo eShop card and the credit card, right, on the Nintendo Switch eShop, and then once you put money in there, you can actually go on your Nintendo 3DS and Wii U eShop, and you see the money there, and you see the same price because you're using the same Nintendo Network ID. So if you do that, you can actually buy money like that, which is pretty cool. Just it makes it a lot easier. But the thing is, just because remember, and we can't. So remember, guys, we only got 1 year to do this, so we still have some times. But I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. So for the next few months, I'm gonna be saving up some money. I'm gonna buy some Virtual Console games on the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS on the eShop. I may not get all of them, but I'm gonna get the ones that I like and very interesting to play on both of these consoles. And let me tell you, this whole thing sucks, man. It's ridiculous. It's sad. It's stupid. I feel like Nintendo should have never did that. And a lot of people are pissed off. And there's like other YouTubers, talking about this. Very not happy with this decision. They don't even like this either. I don't like this decision. Yes, I've been a fan of Nintendo for years, but I do not like this decision. I think this is stupid. And the thing about this, guys, this is not the first time Nintendo did this. Because remember back in January of 2019, Nintendo shut down the Nintendo Wii, the original Wii eShop, and of course, at that time, a lot of people had to buy some games on the Nintendo Wii eShop before it got shut down back in January 2019, But here's the thing, guys. Once you buy these Virtual Console games, and even digital games and stuff, and after it gets shut down, you could still play those virtual consoles. That's the thing. So my advice to you guys: save up your money quick. You know, we only got 1 year left, so save up your money quick. If you're gonna add funds to your if you're gonna add funds on the Nintendo eShop on the Wii U 3DS, you gotta do it before August 29th. I recommend using the I recommend using the Nintendo the eShop cards, because I feel like, because honestly the eShop cards is a lot easier than a credit card, to be honest. It's a lot easier and it's a lot better. You just put the code in and that's all you can do. So that's what you guys need to. So that's my advice to you guys. And you know, there's still time, and you know, like I said, because remember August 29th, we cannot use the eShop on the eShop cards on the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS account, and of course, which it could not be a problem though, unless it maybe, because like I said before, you could use the Nintendo Switch, go to the Nintendo Switch eShop, at the funds there, and then when you go to the eShop on the Wii U 3DS, the funds there, the balance is still there, and you can buy it. Now, and also, you know, it still be possible to download codes, you know, after March 2023, and also I think the DLC will be still around after, because you know all that stuff. So yeah, this whole thing sucks. It's ridiculous. Like Nintendo, yeah, because you know I understand Nintendo want money. I understand, you know, they're trying to do the business in the gaming industry, but I don't like this, you know, because a lot of people are pissed off, and hell, I see people trying to sign a petition trying to convince Nintendo. But let's be honest, Nintendo is not gonna listen to it. That's another thing about Nintendo. That's another thing about Nintendo. You know, they just don't listen to their fans. The problem is they just make their own decision and making some bad decisions that the fans don't even like and don't agree with, if you know what I'm saying. And another thing I want to say is, like, I think that's probably because I heard some other people were saying, you know, oh, they're doing this because Nintendo don't listen to their fans. They want us to, like, you know, oh, we're gonna shut down the eShop for the Wii U 3DS. We're not gonna let you buy stuff on the stuff there no more. You want to play like old school games? Go to the Nintendo Switch Online. But here's the problem: not every nostalgia game is on the Nintendo Switch Online. Most of them are. There are some games in the Nintendo Switch Online that we can play, but not all. There's not all of them yet. You know, that's another problem that Nintendo has. And the thing, yeah, like I said earlier about the Nintendo Wii, you know, the original Wii, you know, their eShop getting shut down. It was stupid back then when they did that to Nintendo Wii, shutting down the eShop there. And it's stupid that they're doing it to the Nintendo Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS. And it's going to be stupid in the future, what they're going to do to the Nintendo Switch in their eShop. And we all know the plan, right? And we already know what Nintendo plans are going to do with that by the time that comes in the future. This sucks. Like, I do not agree with this decision. It was a stupid decision. Nintendo they should have just reconsidered, you know, think about the decision. And the thing about it is, you know, there's also something else I want to say too. Last year, right? Sony, you know, with PlayStation, right? They announced that they were going to be shutting down the PlayStation Store on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita, and Sony got a lot of criticism and backlash for it. A lot of people were pissed off that Sony was going to do that, and Sony, at least they did hear the critics, and they even listened to the fans, and they decided to reconsider and reverse the decision. They said they were no longer going to be shutting down the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita. But the thing is, they did plan to shut down the PSP PlayStation Store. And to be honest, I feel like the PSP site should have never get shut down, you know, honestly. But they were thinking about doing the same thing for the PlayStation Vita before Sony heard the backlash and criticism from the fans, and they decided not to shut it down. But with Nintendo, however, it's a different story. It's a different story. That's the thing. It's a different story. Because, you know, at least Sony, you know, it was a stupid decision for Sony to try to shut it down. Yeah, they already shut down the PlayStation Store and the PSP, which is dumb. And they were trying to do the same thing with the PlayStation Vita and the PlayStation 3. But after listening to the backlash and criticism, they decided to overturn that decision and decided not to shut down the PlayStation Store on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation Vita. Because, you know, there's like so many people out there who still want to buy some games on that store. But with Nintendo, that's a different story, because, you know, like, they're not going to listen. That's the problem. That's the thing with Nintendo. Not listening to the fans, making some bad decisions that the fans are, you know, they're going to get backlash. They're going to get criticized for it. This sucks. I don't like this decision at all. And I just wish Nintendo just listened to the fans and just reconsider the decision before they even make it. And it's a shame that the eShop is going to be closed down on the Wii U and 3DS, and there's like so many people out there who wanted to buy Virtual Console, and now all of a sudden now we're gonna have to get them before March 2023 next year. So we have 1 year to do this. And if anybody, and so yeah, like I said before, if you guys want to get Virtual Console games, my advice: save up your money quick, get them, before next year, and even if we cannot add funds with the credit card and the eShop on the Wii U and the 3DS by the time May 23rd and August 29th respectively comes, we can add funds on the Nintendo Switch as long as you got the same network ID on the Wii with the Wii U and 3DS. You can add balance on the Switch eShop and then go to the eShop on the Wii U 3DS, and then you can buy stuff like that. And another problem about that, some people don't have the same network ID account. They may have like some different ones, and it might be tough for them, and to the point that now they're gonna have to save up money for before May 23rd and August 29th. So yeah. This sucks. Nintendo, this is a stupid decision you make. Like, they should have never did that, honestly. I feel like eShops or any type of shops on the store on video games should never shut down at all. They should have left like that forever, honestly. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. So I'm like I said earlier, I'm gonna save up some money. I'm gonna buy some games that I like on the 3DS and Wii U eShop over the next few months before next year, March 2023. So we still got time. So save up your money, guys, and whichever Virtual Console you don't have, get them. Get them before next year. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe, and post your comments in the comments. Tell me what you think about Nintendo shutting down the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS eShop, and what do you guys think about this? Post your comments in the comments. Tell me what your thoughts and opinions on this. And this is Domingo Hero Network, and I'm signing out.